Okay, are you ready for this? Because I don't think I am. Hey guys, my name is Vanessa if you are new, and today I've got a project and I am already feeling a little overwhelmed. We'll see if I can get this all done in one day. So I'm gonna show you guys everything I'm working with. So what are we doing? Well, you already know by the thumbnail and the title, but we are completely cleaning out and reorganizing my pantry. I did it very, very simple when we first moved in. We just did a monthly grocery haul for this month of March, and I just shoved everything in there. So it's a hot mess. You guys have seen it just a couple times on vlogs here and there, but I did already spend a little bit of time cleaning my kitchen. As well as I purchased those at Costco last night. I just did a quick wash on them, dried them, they are ready to go. But my kitchen is clean, my counters are as bare as I can get them. The dishwasher is going. I already got everything done from breakfast this morning. Kids are off to school. I do have my coffee cup because I'm about to refill it. And then I went out in the garage and I pulled everything out that we have. So if you guys are new, we moved, my family of 6, moved late last year into this house, and we were in a very, very small space. And I utilized every inch of that thing, and I have a lot of containers, and that's why I didn't want to go out and buy anything new. It is going to look like a mismatched mess probably, but at least it'll be contained chaos. So for now, we're gonna use what we have, and then maybe later on I will swap out the containers for something more pleasing to the eye. But for now, this is everything that I've got working with. All right, let's go inside. Okay, so if you haven't seen my pantry, you're probably like, oh my goodness. So as you can see, I did have a bunch of these white bins from other areas of the house that I pulled when we moved in, and I kind of just contained some of the mess, but the rest is just, oh my goodness, all over the place. And I know I probably don't even know some of the stuff that we have in here, that it's just been hidden. So this is where all the food is. Then we've got our animal stuff down here, extras that will not fit up here. And then I love that they utilized under the stairs for this pantry. So it is kind of tight, and I'm thinking of eventually getting a brighter light somehow because it can get pretty dark, but this is this section under the stairs. So right here, this is our recycle center. I've got cardboard and glass and plastic. I actually have I have 2 more of these outside in the garage. I might pull another one in. They get full pretty quickly, as you can see here. They get full. So I might bring another one in and have it for maybe like cans. And then we've got plastic and glass in that one and cardboard down there. I use these bags. I save these bags and I use them for the kitty litter, but I do have this bag container. I don't know if I'm gonna get that hung up or not. We shall see. Then I just brought in things that we already had. So I had this from our tiny space, and I'm using that for like trash bags, paper towels, baggies, foil, that kind of thing. I do have my air fryer sitting on top of that, and then this is where the rest of my appliances and trays are, because every single cabinet in the kitchen is jam-packed as well. I love my kitchen gadgets. I definitely need to go through them and maybe declutter a little bit. That hurts me to say that because I love kitchen stuff. And then back here, I just toss storage containers. So I'm actually gonna pull all of this out first so I know exactly everything that we have. And I would love to reorganize this section and get more bins or something. I don't know, but that's for another day. I do not have time for that. And for that, I would need my husband's help moving these bigger items and all that. So for today, I'm just gonna clean out the very back so I know every single organizational item that I have. And we're gonna work on all of this.
Change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the past
Okay, back there is all cleaned out. Now it's time for the really time consuming part. Okay, pantry is empty. I had a bag of red onions that were extremely flaky, so I am obviously going to wipe down everything and vacuum. And then you can see when I have things on the ground, the dog hair just finds its way back there. So I've got little tufts of dog hair. I think this is like a piece of chocolate. Oh, it's an Oreo cookie, a piece of Oreo cookie, delicious. And the shelves aren't too bad, but they definitely need to be wiped down. I'm gonna have to get a step stool because I can't reach or see up there. So let's clean this out, and then, oh yay, the fun part really begins.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right. No, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away like a ricochet.
All right, so I think it's time to take a break. I officially broke a sweat. But the pantry is completely cleaned out. I did go ahead and wipe down the baseboards in here, and I brought in the third recycle bin. I did have to give that a good wipe down. It was really dirty from being out in the garage, and when we bought these from IKEA, these are recycle bins, but we use them for outdoor shoe storage, so they were really dirty. So I did need to clean that one out and brought that in, and I think that's gonna help a lot with our recycling. And then I know that the dog and the cat food is gonna stay here, so I did bring that back in. But before I go any further, I'm gonna sit down. I got myself a drink, and I'm going to maybe search some like understair pantry organization on Pinterest or on YouTube, look up a couple videos. I don't know if anybody's done one. I'm gonna specifically search for understair just because the layout of mine is a little bit different. So I wanna make sure that I've got some good ideas going forward, and what else, like if I wanna purchase anything or down the line, if I wanna build in any shelves or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down, do a little bit of research before I start pulling in all the food. Okay, it is time to get back to work. I took a little break. I started at 8 o'clock. It is 10:30 now, just for a time thing, but like I said, I took a break. I actually started some laundry. I picked up a little bit, did my like morning cleanup, all of that good stuff, and sat down, drank some sparkling water, and did a little YouTube / Pinterest browsing for understairs storage. And I came up with what I think we're going to end up doing, but this is not gonna happen in this video. This is a future project. So the way that they have this here, I like it. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna do built-ins back there, and then this way to maximize our space. It's still gonna be tight walking back here, but at least we'll have the built-ins, maybe like just one shelf, and then coming up maybe 3, like start out with 2 and then, you know, get more and really maximize the space, but all the way just up to here because I do like these recycle bins right here. I'm gonna get this bag thing on the wall, and then I do have a, see that black, I'll just walk over to it. This hook right here, I think I'm going to hang that, and I don't know if these two things will be, this and the hooks will be in this video or not, but I'm gonna hang that behind the door, and that's where I'm going to hang my aprons. Even though I don't wear my aprons, maybe if they're right here, I'll see them when I'm like pulling out appliances and stuff, and I will wear them because there have been several pieces of clothing that I had to get rid of because of like a spaghetti stain or an oil spot, and I have aprons, I need to use them. So maybe if they're in my sight, I will use them more. And if you guys missed my last vlog, I'll have that up in the iCards. I'll leave it in the description box as well. But I asked for y'all's opinion on, I wanted some kind of chalk paint for the kids really to write down things, because sometimes I'll go to the store, I'll get what I need, I'll ask the kids something. I'll ask Mark if there's anything like we're out of that he really enjoys to have on hand, and Paige. And I'll go to the store after asking them and getting like, no. And then like 2 days later, they'll be looking for something. They're like, oh, we're out of this. And I'm like, really? I already went to the store. So you guys suggested not doing it on the front. Well, a lot of y'all not doing it on the front of the door because it'll just look a little messy. And I totally agree. I didn't even think about that. I was like, you know what? No, y'all are totally right. And this is why I love asking for y'all's opinions. I'm gonna paint the back of the door. So that's gonna be a project for this weekend. So thank you. And having my aprons here, I'm also gonna find some way to keep like a little container of chalk around in this area. Maybe I'll get a shelf or something and hang it, because I have a couple different options outside in the garage as far as shelving. So maybe I'll think of something, that way the chalk can be here also. So just letting you guys know like some future plans for the pantry, but for today, it's all about the food. I just keep procrastinating. So what I'm gonna do right now, off camera, because it's just gonna be me like walking around, is I'm going to make sure, I'm sure there's expired items in here because some things were hidden. I don't like how all the kids, now none of the kids' snacks are expired because I do a good job of not, well, we have a bunch. I like to have a variety, but I don't buy multiples of the same thing until that's gone, if that makes sense. So I am gonna go ahead though and make sure, just double check that we don't have anything that is expired, and then we will start organizing it and getting it in the pantry. Okay, it's gotta look worse before it can get better, right? So I did find a few things that I took out of their original packages, and then there were 2 boxes of cereal in the pantry that only had like the crumbs left. So that was trash. I did have a few things that had like 2018 expiration date. So obviously I did not do a good job when we moved into this house, looking at everything. And then I found some things that I completely forgot about because these bins are kind of big and deep. And when they're full and shoved all in there, like all the food is shoved in there, you forget some things. And like these are getting all smushed. So I actually am gonna start with the snacks because this is something that I wanna make sure is semi-organized for the kids and it is at their level. Before I had it in about 3 different bins and separated from like bars, cookies, crackers, and like sweets. So I just pulled everything out. I have it all sitting out here. I do need to wash these. They are, look at that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like little hairs and dirt and stuff or cookie crumbs, that kind of thing. And then since all of these bins I've had in the garage, when we moved, I just put it all in one local place in the garage. But so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down all of these, but I think this is what I'm gonna use or try to for their snacks and see if that works. So everything's gonna be definitely more visual and not as contained, but I think this is what's gonna work. We're gonna try it out for a little while and see. So I'm gonna mess around with these, see how it looks, and then I will show you guys me putting it in. And I think I'm going to put the kids' snacks right here. This will be like at their level. It was down here and they're like rummaging around and dropping things on the floor. So I think maybe this will be better because it won't be in the big bins. It'll be just separate little containers. So that is what we are going to try out. I did go ahead and move in Paige's almond milk. So those are pretty heavy. I'm leaving them in the bin. I just cut all of the corners off and that way she can just reach in and grab one, put it in the fridge when she wants and all of that good stuff. So let's get all of this put up semi-contained and see what we can end up with. Is it time for another break yet? Oh my goodness. All right. I like how this turned out. I'm just not sure about the rest of the stuff getting it in here, but we're gonna keep going. So I separated the snacks as best as I could, and I figured I had a bunch of these like teal colored baskets. Now they're different. There's 2 different kinds, like the weave and then these little cutout details. But I love that they're all the same color so the kids know like these are the snacks. All right, so the way I organized it these are like the crackers and little cookies. We've got the bars, applesauce, fruit cups in this little odd corner. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of them, but back here I hid some snacks that I don't want them. They can't like pick out. Those are for something like specific, or it's just not something that they can just grab whenever they want. Then we've got some crackers, Cheez-It type in here. This one is another little like mismatch. We got some guacamole chips, some pretzels. We're almost out of pretzels, some Pringles, and then 2 bags of Pirate's Booty we've got left over. This is kind of more on the sweet side, but then I threw in the raisins also. So we've got some of these chocolate French crepes still from Costco. Strawberry yogurt flavored raisins, a whole bag of regular raisins. And then I actually just picked this up last week or the week before. I went to Target for another gallon of milk and these were on sale. So I went ahead and got the Spring Monster Trail Mix and I'm going to put that in the kids' lunches. Then right here we've got like our beef sticks. Pearl loves these. So I've got two different kinds, Country Archer and Duke's. And then these are all mixes like cookies and stuff. So these are things that I have to actually prep if the kids want this for snack. And then coming up here, this is my oldest daughter, Paige's. This is her bin. Now she eats, I don't know some of this. She eats the fruit cups and I don't know what else she can have. I mean, she can have the regular raisins. As far as she is concerned, she eats a vegan diet. So I like to separate her stuff so she knows it's really easy for her to grab her stuff. Now this is not all snacks. This is the only thing that's in this bin that is a snack. The rest of the stuff, this is what she uses to cook meals and things like that. So I've got all of her stuff contained there. I've just got these chips up here. And then this is her snack bin. She's got some Laura bars and some just plain sea salt popcorn. And then this is another bin of like snack foods, but not necessarily just the kids. So I do have popcorn in here that I didn't even know I had. This is movie theater popcorn. So we've got those. We just recently picked these up, these popcorn things, and I didn't even notice, but on the top, they say, try me on veggies, pasta, and chicken too. That's a great idea. So I might try that. And then I have this popcorn cob that I completely forgot about because it was at the bottom of a bin. So I got that out. And we've got some Lily's chocolate. This is kind of what I go for towards the end of the night if I have a sweet tooth. And then I completely forgot about these as well because they were at a bottom of a basket, and these are little pocket coffees. They are so good. My mom gave them to me, I think around Christmas time. So there's like 2 missing out of 1 packet, but I completely forgot about them because they were at a bottom of a bin. So now, yum, front and center, so I do not forget about them. So that's the majority of the snack foods. And then Paige's stuff. Here's all the boxes that I broke down. So I'm gonna take that out to the recycle bin so I'm not like stepping over it. And then these are 2 items that I'm leaving out because I'm going to put these in the kids' lunches for tomorrow. So I'm gonna put the rest of these are Trader Joe's peanut butter little crackers, and then 2 little boxes of raisins. So I'm gonna leave those out so I see them. Now I'm going to decide what I wanna do with the nuts. I also have these nuts, but these are more for baking, whereas these are for snacking. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but I'm gonna figure it out, and I might use some of my OXO Pop containers that I got from Costco. So I will show you guys what I end up doing as soon as I figure it out.
Skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right. No, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
All right, it's time for another break. I'm gonna have a snack. I am getting tired. So I already showed you guys the snack zone and then kind of Paige's stuff and some more snacks. I have this peanut butter that I'm not gonna put in a bin or anything. I'm just kind of hiding it back here because once that's opened, it's gonna go in the fridge. And we already have a peanut butter in the fridge. So I just have that there. This is all crackers. I bought a huge variety pack over Christmas, and we only used 3 boxes from it. So I have a ton more, and then we have some of these like low carb cracker. Well, it's cheese, but you use it as a cracker, like a little chip bag. So I've got that there. I might move this around a little bit more. I don't know if you guys saw me. moving these around, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I want to keep these. So this is everything that can be like snacked on. And then I've got walnuts and sliced almonds in the back there because that's what I use when I'm like cooking dinner and baking. I think I'm gonna pull those and put them up here. I was just trying to maximize the space, but I'm gonna go ahead and move that now. That's just gonna get annoying if I find like I'm using them a lot. I don't use walnuts a lot. And I don't think the kids don't like snacking on walnuts either. So I'm gonna move, oh my gosh, yeah, see that would annoy me. I'm gonna move these up here for now and see what I think about that. Or I might just keep them. Well, anyway, we'll see. Up here, I use this mixed in yogurt sometimes, and when I make baked goods, specifically pancakes for the most part. Then I have this in our other house used for like the kids' arts and crafts caddy, but they each have their own desks now, so they have their own caddies. So I kind of have like our extra sweet stuff in here. So I have different kinds of extracts, sprinkles, dye, and then like chocolate chips and stuff like that. And then in here is a lot of other syrups and honey and Nutella. So Nutella needs to be front and centered because I do use that quite often for lunches, and then pancake syrup, and like I said, honeys and stuff. And then I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna leave these here for now. And then up here, I've got extra syrup that we do not need right now, and then these are actually gonna be gone in next week. So I'm just leaving those there because I know what they are. They're noodles for a recipe, and I'll just be able to pull that down pretty easily. And then coming down here, I added in my Pioneer Woman containers for potatoes, onions, and garlic. So this time I bought 2 big bags of onions, and I don't know if I'll do that anymore. We use a lot of onions in a month, but I feel like I would like them all to be able to fit in this little container. So I'm only gonna pick up the amount that we need or that will fit in here each week, because right now you can see I've got extras just hanging out right there in that green bin, which is fine, but I think I won't buy the big bags anymore unless I'm actually using a bunch in 1 week. So that's what I've got going on right now. And we're totally doing this vlog style, obviously, but this is what I'm gonna have for a little snack. I'm gonna have a 2 Good yogurt. I got the mixed berry, and then I'm gonna mix in this F-bomb nut butter, macadamia pecan with sea salt. So I'm gonna have a little snack, and then we'll get back to work. But I mean, I'm making a good dent.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. Never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are the reason why I feel like I can fly.
Okay guys, I am done. Well, I'm done for today. This is definitely a bigger project. It was a little eye-opening for me. I have too many things that I try to keep stocked on, so we'll see if I can teach myself to change my grocery shopping habits. I don't know, but this is real life. Y'all are coming along with me. So I have a lot of baking items, and I go through spurts where I cook a lot, bake a lot, and then I buy packaged stuff because I'm in a convenient time. So I have a lot of different, I'll show you guys. It won't all fit in here is what I'm trying to say. So I had to utilize a separate section, but let me show you guys what I've got going on. All right, it is definitely a little more organized. It still looks jam-packed. Oh Oh my goodness. And I think I just gave up at the end and I just started throwing things in here. So we'll see. I'm gonna live with this for maybe about a month, do a little bit more planning on the rest of the space in here, because I mean, that's a lot of space and I'm not utilizing it all. So we'll see, but this is what it looks like. I think it does look a lot better. I separated it a lot better, so I know exactly what is in here. So we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. I already showed you guys the pet stuff, Pages, milk or almond milk. Those are the 2 boxes that were there that were opened and we were just taking them out. So at least this way I get rid of the boxes and it's easier and I can tell when it's dwindling. But these are 2 items that I bought in bulk that I realized, because I bought it several months ago, that I don't need to buy this in bulk. So it's chicken broth and tomato sauce. And we are obviously not going through it that fast. So that's one thing that I'm gonna try not to buy in bulk anymore. I've got the cereals and kind of shelf breakfast items down here. So this is oatmeal, granola, and then cereals. And then I had to just put things where I could fit it. So over here is all sugars. And I have some like erythritol and sugar replacements. And then I have real sugar. So there's like a ton of different kinds right there. I already showed you guys the second, well, from the bottom shelf. This is all the kids snacks, so they can easily come in here and reach. Some mixes, and then we've got a bag of chips. Up here is kind of a mix match. So I've got Pages stuff I already showed you, and then some more snacky stuff. I took these that I had up there, moved them back here because I know that those are going to be gone relatively soon. And then over here I have the different flours that I bake with. So I've got whole wheat flour, I've got regular flour in here, coconut flour, almond flour, and then I just stuck that little box of cornstarch right there. All right, I already showed you guys some of up here, but then the rest of this shelf is all seasonings and things like that, which I don't use all of these. I do sometimes, but I need to just calm down on the seasonings and stuff. And I love using them, but I have way too many. So this I actually bought when we lived in the tiny home off of Amazon. So I'll have it linked down below. I love it. It has your spices, it bends down. So you just gotta be careful with it, but it holds a lot. And then I have my little ones in little Dollar Tree bins up here. I love this turntable. I got this from Walmart a while ago and just never used it. So I've got my bigger things on here and I can just turn it when I need it. I do have 2 things back there that I don't use a lot of, canola oil and white wine vinegar. And then I don't remember where I got this, but this is one tiered tray that extends. I might have gotten this off of Amazon as well when we moved into the tiny home, so I'll try to find it and link it down below. But I've got more seasonings and sauces and vinegars and stuff like that on here. And then this little guy is from the Dollar Tree and it's just got some little packets in here. All right, up there is all dinner stuff and a lunch item. So I put them in bins. That way I don't need to bring the step stool in here. I can just pull a bin down. Now, I don't have anything labeled, but I can kind of tell what I put in there. So this is like soups and noodles. This is beans and rice. And then I do have 2 mixes in here that I am using this week. I've got rice, beans right there. These are lunch items. So soups, bone broth, some chicken, or actually that's tuna. In here is all tomatoes. These are all like veggies and beans. This one is sauces and more lunch items. So I do have salsa in here, some SpaghettiOs, there's queso, and then a few dinner items. And these are the ones that I just didn't put in a bin. So then I just slapped them right there. So that is what the pantry looks like. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions on what you think might work, not only right here for organizing, but back here as well. Definitely let me know what you guys think. It helps me out. I've done a little research and I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do, but you guys might open my eyes to something else. And then if we walk over here to my wine cabinet, I have more baking items down here because I could not fit them in the pantry. So down here are the like specialty items that I don't use regularly at all. So I don't use cocoa powder that often. Every now and then I do. And then I've got some other items you can see. I'm actually about to make some chia seed pudding. And then I've got extra salt and pepper. These items I don't use that often. The salt and pepper, I have 3 different salt and pepper shakers around my house. I've got a set on this table. I've got a set on my dining room table. And then if we walk over here, I've got some meat out for dinner. I also have this set right here for when we're cooking and stuff. So we're set on the salt and pepper. So yeah, that was a project. It was a little overwhelming. I'm exhausted. I'm not 100% happy, but I do feel like I organized it a little bit more and it's gonna be a little bit useful for us better. Things aren't gonna get hidden, hopefully. So we're gonna live in this for a little bit. I'm gonna see what I think, and then when we're ready to really organize in here, put more shelving and stuff like that, I will bring you guys along. So if you enjoyed hanging out with me for this pantry clean out organization, give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button so you can stick around and see what else I organize. And I really need to go through all of my kitchen cabinets because like I mentioned, I have a lot and I wanna say that I use it all and I don't. I just need to give some of it up. I'm a collector of kitchen. That's just what it is. Food, appliances, gadgets, anything having to do with kitchen. And that's gonna be a real life moment also when I show you guys inside these cabinets because it's a hot mess. So subscribe if you guys wanna see that and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.